All right, as I said, my head cold meant I didn't go to Parliament last night to a function that would have been involved watching the outcome of the American election. But the night before I was at Parliament, and I went down there specifically to meet and watch a young man who's featured on the program here, a young chap called Oliver Jull from the Plymouth Boys High School, where he's a year 11 student. And what if there was any justice in the world to have competed in the finals of the school speech competition this year? But he wasn't allowed to because his speech wasn't woke enough, I think I would say. And you people really got into the story. We allowed Oliver to read his speech here on the platform, and most people thought it was pretty bloody good. And I guess he may not have been able to compete in his school speech finals, but Tuesday night at Parliament, he got quite a privilege, and he joins us now by video link to tell us about it. How are you, Oliver? You obviously got
very
home.
good, thank you, Sean.
You got home all right. Tell us what happened Tuesday night at Parliament.
Yeah, so I was lucky enough to be invited by the Free Speech Union. Flew down to Wellington, and I gave my speech in the Parliament Theatrette in front of soon-to-be Deputy Prime Minister David Seymour and an Oxford professor who flew over from the UK.
Nigel Bigger, who we had on the show, yes.
And I presented my speech, and it was very, very good. And I got to see you in person for the first time.
Yeah, and a bunch of us went for dinner afterwards. Can I say I thought your delivery was even better in person than I'd heard? It sounds like you've got that one pretty well nailed, that speech.
Yeah. I mean, I've practiced it numerous times.
Yeah.
I've been public speaking for the past 8 years, lessons, and it's been very good.
Yeah, I am conscious, by the way, that you're in the middle of NCEA. You're in the middle of exams right now, right?
I am, yeah. It's study period. I should be studying.
Okay. All right, I'll make it relatively quick. Oliver, how are things going in terms of, and I'm not going to call it a battle, in terms of your debate, in terms of your back and forth with the school about what happened to you? They've come out and basically said, he was never in the finals. And I hate to say it, it looks to me like they've lied a little bit.
Well, they've completely changed their tune. When it went public, after I'd taken it public through the platform New Zealand, they changed their tune from it wasn't offensive. That's not the reason. It wasn't good enough of a speech.
Right, but that wasn't true.
No, it's not true. I mean, as the Free Speech Union have released, there have been recordings that I made with a few of the teachers because, I mean, I knew I was going to be gaslit here. It was pretty obvious. Yeah,
okay. And they basically said the problem was you might offend some people because it was a bit too right-wing.
Precisely. I mean,
said
the deputy headmaster said there's some black and white and right-wing views that are going to upset people, which he later refuted.
He said he didn't say that, but he did say that. So you got a deputy principal who's a liar there. What's his name?
I'm not going to say his name, but if you search up the deputy headmaster of New Plymouth Boys High School, it's pretty easy to find out.
All right. So they're kind of digging in here. They will not communicate with us at the platform, and I think it's a legitimate story, and it's been covered in other news media. I have to ask, Oliver, what has there been blowback from you in other areas of your school life or not?
Really, no. I mean, I even managed to secure a prize at the senior prize giving.
What for? What did you get a prize for?
Yeah, I got top of music theory subject.
Well, right up there. Okay. Sorry, I've never heard of a music theory prize before.
That's all right.
You are also going to go to the board, and I know that the Free Speech Union have become involved in your case. Have you had any movement from them? Any recognition of the problem?
No, well, me and my parents have had a private meeting with the board, and they were not willing to seek resolution. And then the last Tuesday, so over a week ago, the Free Speech Union sent that email outlining all the things that were said in these conversations, and dead silence, not a reply from the Board of Trustees.
Wow. Okay. What about your fellow students? This won't have gone unnoticed. That you're causing a bit of a ruckus, and you've got a discussion on with the school. Are you being teased or excluded for that, or are you being supported?
No, everyone's very, very supportive. I mean, I surround myself with friends who are quite supportive, but I mean, they may not agree with my views.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're supportive that I should have the right to express these views and start this meaningful discussion.
All right. Have you ever at any stage thought, I shouldn't have done this, I should have just shut up?